We back in Project 540 where we losing weight and eating good at the same time. Fam, let's go and look at this. Let's take a look at the ticket. Alright, so we got chicken, baked chicken, cool. We got mixed vegetables, yeah. We got yellow rice, cool. And it says broth. Is this broth? Just straight broth? This just straight broth. Alright. Oh, got pudding, diet pudding. Say diet pudding. We going, ain't got nothing to drink. But you know what? I always keep me an agua on deck. Alright. We gonna say our prayers. Yo, fam. I was just, first of all, I'm sorry, I gotta taste this broth. This broth is bothering me. Tastes good. It's thick broth. Hearty broth. Not brothy at all. I'll tell you one thing. You know my shirt like to eat. So, but yo, fam, check this out. I was just watching this podcast, right? And they were talking about men and women and their preferences. And it was a woman, her name was I think like Sarah Fontenot or something like that. And she was saying how she would never date a man that makes under 70K, right? And no matter what he does for a living, no matter what kind of man he is, no matter what he does for a living, he could be a teacher who's like saving lives, you know, saving children's lives every day. Who, it don't matter what he does. He can be a missionary for God. And she's like, no, And she was talking to a comedian named Tony Baker. And she was trying to say, well, so he was telling her like, that's kind of messed up. And she was saying, well, you know, well, if a woman's overweight and she, let me take some vegetables first. That's cool. The rice, that's cool. So just a little razzle dazzle. Not that much, just a little. There we go. And so she was like, so if a woman's like overweight and she doesn't look the way you want her to look, is it messed up that you don't want to date her? And I was like, kind of a good point, you know, but listen, at this point, I'm watching them go back and forth, and I'm like, everybody has their preferences. I don't trip on nobody have their preferences. If you don't want me, you don't want me. Because when I was broke, like broke, and you didn't want me, when I'm up, you can't have me. Simple as that. So I had this, I had this one ex, right? She introduced me to her family. And let me try this chicken. She introduced me to her family. And at that time, I was about to have weight loss surgery. I had changed my mind, but I was going to have weight loss surgery. It was good. She told her aunt told her, yo, he's very handsome. And when he loses that weight, he's gonna leave you. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Because, especially me, I'm the type of person that If you don't want me at my worst, you can't have me at my best. You just can't. You just can't. And I'm gonna have a chip on my shoulder because when I lose this weight and I'm walking in rooms and I'm getting the kind of attention that I wasn't getting before, I'm gonna have a chip on my shoulder. I'm gonna feel some kind of way, and I'm not gonna want to deal with none of it. I promise you, I'm not gonna want to deal with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's just that, and that's just the way I am. I'm not gonna take anybody seriously at all because I'm gonna feel automatically. You're only giving me this attention because of how I am right now, and that's how I feel. The people and like when it comes to women wanting men that make a certain amount of money. Listen, you never know what can happen from now until 5 years from now. Especially if you're a good woman, you can build with this person and y'all can build an empire. You'll be surprised at how much, how a man will move and get up and just do stuff because he's motivated by a good woman. You'd be surprised. So, and men not liking a woman just because she's overweight, that's silly. That's just silly. That's just silly. But I've always been the type of person that I like the personality more than the aesthetic. So, and it's crazy because I was always the reason I really can't understand that is because I was always a big guy, and I was always a big guy that liked big women. I don't know what it is, but that's just how I've been since as long as I can remember. But for some reason, the little women liked me, and I didn't want the little women. It's crazy. I was ever since I was a teenager, every time I'll be sitting somewhere, some like slim girl or whatever will come sit on my lap, and I could feel their bone, like I could feel the bones, and they be leaning on me, and the elbows be. I'm like, it hurts. So, I've never liked skinny women, but to each his own. That's my preference, right? You can't get mad at me. It's not because of their aesthetic, because they hurt. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm talking crazy. Y'all have a good day, and I'm gonna see you next video. Peace.